So hello everyone. Today we are going to continue learning the concepts and implementation of concurrency in C programming language. So I tried to read earlier about atomic concurrency. Not really sure how it works, but in C. So we'll see. Let's check on how it really works. And let's see. C docs. I'm not really sure what is atomic. To safely share data between threads without causing race condition. Race condition. Ang alam ko nitong race condition is may dalawang thread na at the same time they are trying to access the same resources. So let's say thread 1 is trying to update a specific resource on that let's say database. Okay, thread 1 is trying to update user email. Okay, but thread 2 is only trying to read the user email. So basically, if you want to read only the previous email of that user, then the thread 2 should be the first thread to be executed. But in non-sequential multi-threading in C, so you need to be careful for that because a race condition might happen. But we'll see. So it's kind of sequence dependent. It's kind of a race condition is sequence dependent. So every programmer or engineer needs to always consider that one. I'm not sure how it really works, the atomic. Data consistency guaranteed variables are updated consistently across multiple threads. Avoids race condition by making operation atomic. Wait. Very small. Okay, so I guess very small. Avoids race condition by making operations atomic. More efficient than using I'm not familiar with mutexes. So what is mutex? Not sure what is mutexes. It's a synchronization primitive. It is essentially a lock that allows to okay. So mutex allows us to control who can access a specific resource or others. Okay, I hate this. I really hate this. Increments comment. Atomic fetch and counter, kinuha yung address ng counter, then 1. I have an idea. Atomic. So we will try to implement. What I'm thinking is I want to combine both the atomic and say the threads that we previously implemented. So let's say how it really works. It shows here atomic fetch add. Let's see. Alright. I have a question for this. Does atomic fetch add rate works when the threads are non-sequential? So we are going to implement this one. Let's see. So atomic atomic multi-thread atomic. Let's see. Void multi-thread atomic. Then usually I do it as void. So in here we will first create the inner function of this program. So okay, inner speeding thread. Then so usually it's a void x. Still I want to check the ID of this one. So the thread, I guess T. Yep. So thread x equals to we need to typecast this one. Okay. So yeah, maybe P thread. Okay. So in here, so let's say we have a thread x. My first goal for this one is how does atomic looks like in a non-sequential threading. Anyways, let's try this one. I have an idea. Thread x equals to p thread self there. Then void pointer of the value, which is it should be an ID. Then thread ID. So in here, I think it should be here. Since I don't know what I'm doing there. So we need stdi on h, and helpers .h. So multi-thread atomic. I'm not sure if this can update. Initialize, declare, and std atomic. Okay. ST standard. So STD is not like those sex related disease. It means standard. So okay, atomic. So in here we will try to implement what is shown here. So in here atomic counter goes to 0. So the primarily purpose here is that, let's say that thread 1 is trying to update the counter and thread 1 is not yet finished. The thread 2 should not be able to update the counter 2 because the it shows here that guarantees that if you are using an atomic, it guarantees that variables are updated consistently across multiple threads. They cannot be interrupted by other threads. So if thread 1 is still processing the counter, thread 2 should not be able to let's say interrupt the processing that thread 1 is currently doing. So what I'm thinking is, but how would I do this? Okay, first we will try to array size. Still we will use 5. Then pthread, we will use pthread t array pthread. Should I use IDs or IDs is fine. ptr. Then malloc array size multiplied by the byte size of the pthread. So pthread is 8 bytes. So if you erase 8 bytes, so that's basically 1 byte is equals to 8 bits, so 64 bits. 8 bytes is equals to 64 bits. So that's a lot of values because 2 raised to 64, I don't know how much value is that. So array size, then we can size of pthread t. Okay. So that's there. Gotcha. So since this is a pointer, you need to add a pointer symbol. Okay, so we have a threads here. So let's start the loop. T thread T. I think in I equals to 0. Array size should be array plus plus. So we'll see how did they implement the so every loop, I want to pass the counter as a pointer, then we will increment that one inside the thread. Okay, so I have an idea here. So we will do this counter atomic int counter, something like that. So in here we will increment this counter using atomic fetch, atomic fetch add, then address operator. So I guess can counter 1. Does this return something? Does that return something? I'm not sure. Printf inside thread it should be index. So index here, index %d index %d id equals to %ld, and then the counter value should be it's int. So in this counter is it %d? %d. So thread id, then counter. What? This one should be %ld. This one should be %ld, and this one should route to the point. Oh no, the reference. Let's see. New line 1. So in here we can start with the current thread, something like that. Thread, then we need to pthread create. So we will assign the address of the current thread null, then inner thread, and then void, should be a void how do I use this? We have and then counter. Let's see if this will work. I gotcha. I have an idea. I pass the counter. How about that? P thread P what? I guess I see. This is the function, right? That's wondering, maybe I can pass the counter here. See? Expected to, then we will pass here. The counter. Wait. P thread create with multiple parameters. P thread create int main and args. Args struct. Oh shit. So pointer struct, arg struct. So what is an arg struct? Okay. So I need to create a structure here. Struct inner thread struct args, and then the first argument, as you can see, print arguments. This is is there a better way to handle this one? I want to pass an arg. Oh. I see. So I need to create a structure to handle this one. Then struct inner thread inner thread args. arg. So ang laman niya is in p thread t I, and then yung pangalawa niyang laman is atomic na int counter. Okay, then we'll put it here as args. There. So in here, let's see, gumawa siya ng structure. Struct arguments. So where is the arguments? This should be print. Print the arguments. So this is the function arguments. String args instead of okay. So in here we will need to have a struct. I think we can do this one. So I think we can assign here. We can do args. Okay. So args. Okay. Struct args. Struct arg, then args. So we need to pass or maybe args. Specifically, that's it. Gotcha. Yes, okay. Struct. Oh, what the hell? Might as well do it like this. There. Okay. Then args. Args. Okay, I have an idea. So in here we can args.I equals to I, then args.C equals to counter, right? So we can pass the counter here. We can pass the location of the args, and then print void and arguments. Arguments. Look at arguments dot I or it's not the name. Okay, inside. Do it like this, and then args dot I. Okay. Struct inner red. Kasi dapat makuha. How about that? Struct inner arg. Okay. Pointer. What? So point, or maybe we can start using it like this. Okay. So struct inner, then here. How about that? Condition. It's warning. Gotcha. Incompatible. Why it's incompatible? It shows here incompatible pointer types initializing. Ay, shit, fuck. No, no. There. And then I want to see if we can get the value of this. Why? I guess or here. How about that? Or maybe tried to obtain this one. this, if I'm trying to access this one, this should be a p thread t, right? See? So in here we can add an atomic here, atomic, and thread count C, and then we will do it like this, and then args C there, and then we can do it thread C. What? Or maybe we can do it now. Enter, or something like that. Ah, okay, so address. So in here, should be thread C, thread I, thread D. Okay. I'm not sure if this will work, but we'll see. Release the memory allocated. So in here, I'll try this one. C multi-thread, atomic. Shit, fuck. New line 2. Make debug. Passing arguments, then how do how will I do that? If it okay. Nice thread for it. Why it's not working? So I guess it doesn't allow. What? Something maybe. C or args. Why I cannot pass line 36? Shit. Did I use? What? So I don't use this one. What will happen? Args. Address or pointer. Let's see. How about that? So it needs where did the P threads create? None. P thread which I think I've done the same as you can see here. P thread. Okay. So I guess if it requires args. There. So I guess you run this one, and then let's see. Atomic. What's happening? Inside thread. I don't know what's happening. So in here, I think much better to comment out this two here. There. Come on, counter is equals to 1. Why isn't it? Third. Thread C. It's always 1. Then in here we try to how about we p-thread join. Current thread. I was thinking that maybe we can try to no. The same. P-thread exit. Put time exit, then we have thread. Address password or maybe cancel. What if there is no one? What's the next counter? Why the counter is I was wondering, maybe I could do it like this. Atomic counter, fetch add. Atomic fetch add. Can I do it right here or here? So maybe we can do it right. C. atomic int. It should be counter, right? There. And since it counted counter 0. Oh shit. Why counter 0 in here? So try 0 minus 1. LD. Ah, okay. And then in here we'll print counter constant %d, then counter $16 credit. Five. I think C. Why doesn't work? Since shit, fuck. The counter should be in here, and then we can just arguments args. Let's see. Or that. Okay. Maybe something like here. It's a charge, so for the address. Then I'm sorry. Pointer dereferencing, let's see. What? Segmentation fault. Int malo. Size of int. Atomic int, and then we will create here counter. It's always why it should increment. So atomic fetch add. Atomic and let's see. Huh. Let's see. Args. And just let's see. Then pointer. How about that? Doesn't work. Atomic object. Doesn't work. The problem is the counter should be incremented. I think I will continue this one tomorrow. So basically we were not able to increment the counter values. So what I'm trying to do in here is on the inner thread I have here an atomic fetch add, so it should increment the thread C. So I'm not sure about that. I see. Or maybe arguments, let's see. Something like that. How about args? And okay. Yep, it's a failed implementation because the counter should increment at least one. I'll try to check this tomorrow, maybe. For now, I'm already out of my limit. I'm a bit sleepy, so yeah, I'll continue this one tomorrow. So basically we're not able to implement the atomic functionality. So this one we're not able to make it work. So tomorrow I will continue this one. We'll see if we can make it work. So thank you for watching, everyone. Bye bye.